Hello everyone, it's GaroShadowscale, and I know it's pretty late, but I never really got a chance to thoroughly analyze the Alatreon trailer. I've been pretty busy, so we're going to take a look at that now since I really enjoy Monster Hunter World Iceborne a lot. I'm well aware that Alatreon we don't really have a release date on him yet. That's been delayed due to the global medical situation, but they're extending a lot of event quests to make it easier for people to grind in preparation for this. But this is definitely something very exciting to look forward to. Let's just take a look at a trailer. Let's dive right in. Fourth free title update. Yep. So you can see a wide variety of elements here. Fire, ice, lightning, Alatreon, and dragon. So, for those who aren't familiar with Alatreon, because it says new monster. I mean, yeah, he's new to Iceborne, I mean, new to Monster Hunter World, but he's not like a new monster. He was in Monster Hunter 3, Monster Hunter Tri, which was also the first Monster Hunter World game I played. I'm not actually sure if he was in older games than that as well, but his gimmick, what makes him special, he is an Elder Dragon, what makes him special is that he can use every element. You can see that here. He's using ice right here, ice on the ground, and you can see he swaps to fire here. And then where is it later on? You can see cackling electricity on him. No, that's dragon. Where's the lightning? So there's ice. You saw ice once again. So fire and ice. Dragon. Where was lightning? I could have sworn we saw lightning somewhere. Hang on, let me find it. Although I'm not sure if he uses water. I actually don't remember. Yeah, there's the lightning. You can see cackling lightning around him. I don't think he uses water element. I've never actually seen him use water as far as I remember, but ice, fire, lightning, and dragon are all fair games. So for those who don't know, dragon is an actual element in Monster Hunter, which is kind of unique. Most games don't do that sort of thing, but yeah, it's an element. That's what dragon element is this red, where is it? Yeah, this red and black, like, lightning effect. That's dragon element in the game. So he uses all those elements, and I remember in Monster Hunter Tri, he gave me a lot of trouble. It took me a long time to beat him, mostly because I couldn't do enough DPS. But again, that was my first Monster Hunter game, and he was pretty tough. But after enough attempts, solo in the story, I was able to bring him down. Pretty tough. Yeah, just released a Skeletron might work himself down to the bone. Okay, Halo's crazy. Whoa, yeah, he's really cool. You need that dragon model? I don't know if the dragon model is easily available. Satisfying looking dragon. I'll be honest, I'm not a huge fan of his appearance. I always felt like he looked like a deer dragon, and I kind of made fun of him for it. Like, well, let me take a good look. Maybe he looks better now. Let me find a good view of his face. Hang on. But I remember in Monster Hunter Tri, I always thought he was ugly. He looked like a deer dragon with the way like his horns were. I didn't really like how he looked. But the fight itself is really good. And the way they showcase his use of the various elements here is really impressive. No, that's not a good frame. One moment. Pretty sure they gave a better view of it at some point. Yeah, there you go. I don't know, just the way his horns work and like his face. I didn't really think of it. He was like a really cool looking dragon, but to each their own. Satisfying to slay? Yes. I don't think I can beat him. You can. I'm sure you can. And I mean, not to mention, one of the things that was unique about Monster Hunter 3 was that there were two modes. And I think it was like this in most Monster Hunter games. Monster Hunter World was one of the first games that did this differently. You had a single player mode and you had a multiplayer mode. There were two separate things. And by the way, a lot of quests were repeated, like copy pasted between the two modes, which was kind of annoying. So you had to do a lot of things twice. But the single player mode could only be done in single player, like only. You couldn't do multiplayer. Whereas in Monster Hunter World, every single quest in the game can be done in multiplayer. So the final quest in single player, like, because the way it worked in Monster Hunter Tri, you had to complete every single quest in the game. Every single one, like even the stupid ones, like literally every quest in single player. And then you would unlock some kind of arena quest, which was pretty hard. You had to fight like 3 different monsters in an arena. And at one point you had to fight like 2 back-to-back, if I remember correctly. I'm not sure, but it was pretty tough. You had to fight like an Ivory Legaicrus, a Devil Joe, and something else. And then once you beat that, you unlocked this quest where you had to slay the Alatreon. And that was tough. This quest gave me a lot of trouble. But I would imagine, you know, in Iceborne, it'll probably be much easier. Plus, I mean, I feel like we're all kind of insanely powerful. I mean, you know, we have mantles, we have a lot of other things that weren't in other Monster Hunter titles, and it'll likely be done in multiplayer as well, which helps too. So I imagine it won't be so bad. But it was pretty interesting in Try, the way the mechanics work. Like, you had to use a ballista blinder, like, because he flies around too. He's dragging his wings. He flies around, and you actually had to, like, hit him with the ballista blinder to, like, pull him to the ground and then, like, attack him. But I would make builds specifically for, like, farming this guy, because they added him to multiplayer later. He was a single-player only monster initially in Try. And then when they added him to multiplayer, I'd make builds specific for him, because he had to break his horns to get really good loot. And his horns are pretty easy, or sorry, pretty hard to break, because he would, like, stand up really tall, so melee users couldn't really reach him. So I used ironically, a light bowgun sticky explosive build, just like the one I use in Iceborne, to stick explosives onto his head to KO him, to bring him to the ground so melee users could hit his horns, and also to do pretty good damage to his horns in and of themselves. Bull drag can't look up with horns like that. Imagine getting mounted from a blind spot because of your own horns. Poor thing. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, this game also has mounting and clutch clawing, which that game didn't. So you have ways to reach locations that you didn't really have before. So I just feel like in Iceborne, hunters have a lot of things that make them much stronger, that'll make this monster more manageable. But that being said, I'm sure they'll adjust him to account for that, like they do with pretty much every other monster they added to the game. They're adapted for Iceborne, for Monster Hunter World, and they put up a really good fight regardless. I mean, this guy is definitely meant to be the next, like, super challenging thing, as he always was in the past. So definitely don't let your guard down. He's going to be really tough, but I'm definitely excited to take him on. There's a lot of nostalgia and history in it for me, even if I'm not a super huge fan of the appearance of the dragon themselves. And yeah, I'm sure it'll be the next best, like, meta level gear. How much HP? Oh, I don't know, dude. But the bosses in this game, they don't have health bars. I mean, he's gonna take a lot of hits. He's tough. Is it they can adjust the monster to face against you? Thank you, Art. I appreciate it. But yeah. Oh, this is wrong, by the way. Not May 2020. I should have pointed that out. So this trailer is old. When was this released? This was released in March 21st. Okay, it's May 22nd right now. So I'm literally reviewing this like 2 months later. This has actually been delayed indefinitely. So due to the global pandemic and everything, we have no release date on this. If you follow Monster Hunter on Twitter, you could stay up to date on that. They've said that they've extended a lot of current event quests to give people something to do while they wait. But right now, there's not really any new content coming to Monster Hunter World Iceborne until we get another announcement from them. And we're still waiting. I think they recently tweeted out like 2 or 3 days ago that they still don't have a release date ready for Alatreon. So we're still waiting. But it'll be worth the wait. It'll be worth the wait. And honestly, I don't really have time for Iceborne right now anyway. I'm really preoccupied with Terraria and some other games on my gaming YouTube channel and in streams and whatnot. So I'm okay with that. I'm not in a rush. In fact, there's things I'd like to do in Iceborne even before Alatreon comes out. I want to make some builds. I want to experiment. I just haven't had time for that. And that sort of thing might even go on the 3rd YouTube channel. But right now, I'm really obsessed with Terraria. That's what I'm focusing on. But I will get back to Iceborne soon. I will grind out a lot of gear and whatnot. Granted, using mods likely to skip most of the grind, but there will still be some grind. I'll make the builds, I'll theory craft, and I'll be ready for Alatreon. I'm pretty excited. But I would say that's it for the video. I don't think there's anything more to say on it. Does anybody here have any questions, or does anybody here also have any experience with Alatreon that they'd like to share? Garo, for my birthday, I'm going on a fishing trip and sleeping in a cabin. Sounds fun. When's your birthday? I don't think I'll be moving from my Kuva armor any soon. Yeah, your Kuva Toroth armor is really good. Reglare. Nightlight, I'm sorry. Nightlight doesn't like it when I use mods. I don't want to grind. But yeah, no. I'm excited. This should be fun. I have a question. When will you not use mods? Never. I will always use mods. I don't have time to like farm things to get like decorations and stuff. I will always use mods. You need that model? I mean, I don't know. I'm not like a 3D modeler artist or anything. I mean, maybe you can find like a public available model for this. So I think it's available for like other monsters. I mean, well, the thing is, this monster's not even released to the game yet, so I don't think you're gonna have access to the model just yet. But maybe later on. I don't know. The grind is a bit much. It is June 12th. Awesome. Well, happy upcoming birthday, my friend. At any rate, I would say that is it for the Alatreon video. If you like this video, please leave a like and comment. It does help out a lot. I do upload a new video to this channel every single day, and I react to these things on stream, so come on by. I stream every single day starting at 12 p.m. Central and ending at 4 p.m. Central. Make sure you follow me on Twitch so you don't miss out. The link is in the description. But that is going to be it for that now. We're going to be moving on to Terraria, which will end up on my streams channel, so I'll see you there.